I just pulled out a razor right here. I'm gonna scrape my bumper to see how well it'll protect. What's going on, guys? We're back with another video for today. Today we're gonna be washing the car and applying some ceramic spray waxes. They're kind of like, they're iffy, but you guys can see absolutely how disgusting my car is, so it definitely needs a wash. This thing is horrible. But these two are the two we're going to be testing out. We have Meguiars Hybrid Ceramic Wax, and then from Adams Polishes we have the Graphene Ceramic Spray Coating. This one's relatively new. They're both kind of new because both these spray types of ceramic coatings are pretty new, but this one is obviously way newer. The Graphene, everybody says it's a gimmick. Both of them are honestly kind of gimmicks compared to actual ceramic wax. Or I shouldn't even say ceramic wax. They're like ceramic coatings, but this stuff right here is just kind of like a ceramic wax instead of a ceramic coating. I think this one is a little bit more serious than the Meguiars one because it actually has to cure and everything like that. The Meguiars one you just kind of throw on and wash it off. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do half the car, or maybe front and back, maybe half. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna split it, but this is also, I got this from Adams Polishes. I got a gift card for Christmas, so I bought some random stuff. But it's the wash mitt, the one that's like cloth or fake wool or something like that. I don't know how good they actually are, but I'm hoping it's like decent. Not that big of a deal. But I'm gonna get to washing this thing so we can apply these coatings. Okay, so I finished up washing the car. It looks pretty good. Nothing too crazy. Don't follow the methods I do to wash my car. Make sure you guys are more careful. I'm getting paint correction at some point in the future, so it doesn't matter that much for me. But make sure you're using like the 2-bucket method, all that stupid stuff, whatever. But we're gonna apply these coatings. I'm gonna have my girlfriend apply one side. I'm gonna apply the other. I think I'm gonna go straight down the center. So right here, we're gonna do one-on-one, and then I might have to pick up the video tomorrow to do the hydrophobic test, because I know it takes a while for the one to cure, the Adams one, and right now I'm getting like tree stuff. These trees are like nuts. They drop 6 million things on my car as I wash it. So we're gonna apply these two coatings, see which one is better at the end of this. Car is looking a whole lot better right now though. But make sure you guys are using like multiple microfibers and pre-rinsing your car and doing all the stuff that I didn't do. Make sure you use more than one bucket. I have 2 buckets, but I don't know. I'm not trying to do all that right now, especially because I am getting the ceramic, an actual ceramic coat at some point, and paint correction, so my paint's already pretty screwed. I have to get a bunch of this stuff touched up anyway, so all this has to be repainted. My bumper is a different color, so I got to get my bumper repainted at some point as well. So I got to do paint work on it anyway, or get paint work done, because I can't do any of that, but I have to get stuff done anyway, so I don't really care that much about it because it all has to be redone. So there's no point in trying to protect something that is getting fixed anyway. And the guy before me didn't take any precautions, so the paint was already swirled like to the max. So nothing else I can do to even like help it out because it's already to where it's bad. But if you guys care about your car, then don't do anything I just did to wash it. This one's a little bit harder to use, so I think I'm going to use this one. I have to like slap this one on and do, it says the directions right here. Right there it says allow product to dry/cure for 1 to 2 minutes, then wipe the product, buff it off with a microfiber, allow 4 hours to cure. So we're gonna have to allow this one to cure. This other one down here, this one's pretty instant and a lot easier to use, so I guess that's already 1 point for the Meguiars for being easy to use. This one's a little bit more difficult, but we'll see what the results are, see how good it is, see how long it lasts. I'll also do a little bit of an update video after time to see how good both of these are. I think I'm gonna like this one more just because it seems to be the better one, but I'm gonna start applying this. Okay, I have my microfiber and my graphene coating. This one looks dirty, but I swear it's clean. There's no like actual dirt in it, it's just stained. But this one is supposed to spray onto the rag first and then apply it, so I guess that's what we'll do. Actually, gotta unlock it first. This one smells horrible, but just wipe it on. It said allow 1 to 2 minutes to cure. I don't know how much I should actually use on each panel. It doesn't really say. Okay, so that's one half of the hood. I'm gonna do this full hood and then, or the whole half of this car. I'm gonna do whole half of this car, wipe it off because it needs like buffed off or whatever. And then we're gonna shoot over to the Meguiars that's over there. And I'll show you guys how to do that one as well. And then I guess we'll let them cure and we'll come back to see how good each one actually is. Okay, so I have done one whole half of the car in the Atoms. Not that you guys can even see anything, but I mean, it's on. It made it actually feel like you're doing something because it turns like a color when it's curing. It looks like all rainbowy and stuff like that. I bet you guys could see that when I was applying it. I've done the other hood in the Meguiars, which is over here. Grab that. I've done the other side of the hood in this, and this one, it goes on like a weird color like that or whatever. But I've been just spraying this on. There's 2 ways you can do this. You can either throw it on the car when you're about to dry it, then rinse it off one more time, and you can do it like that, or you can spray it on like the same way you're doing the Atoms. So this one is technically easier to use, so I guess there's 1 point for this one, but it doesn't really feel like it's doing anything, and it kind of smells like berries, so I don't know, it just kind of feels like it's not doing as much as the Atoms is, just because it does smell like berries. So it's like, what do you expect? But literally all you have to do is like spray it on, and you can wipe this off, and that's pretty much it. I'm probably like crossing these things a little bit, but super easy. Car is super shiny too. It makes it feel like glass, like compared to each side. Well, this side's super smooth, but right where I sprayed this feels really clean. I'm gonna do each half of the car, and I actually might even do most of it in the Atoms because I know the Atoms, well, from what I know now, Atoms is a tad bit better. So I might do the rear of the car with the Atoms because that's the part of my car that gets like dirty. So I'm gonna probably just fully go through with that and do the whole rear with the Atoms polishes, graphene coating, rather than Meguiar's one, because that is the dirtiest part of my car. I don't really care to do it to the front because the front of the car doesn't ever get that dirty, so it doesn't matter. But I actually want to have some protection on the back because it literally gets filthy and it is so hard to clean that stuff off. So I'd rather throw the slightly better coating on now. So I guess technically to me right now, because I haven't seen them for like, they haven't been on the car for the hours of curing or whatever like that, but to me right now the Atoms one is a bit better, but that doesn't mean it's 100% better. I might change my mind and actually end up liking the Meguiar's one better. I've had the Meguiar's one on my car before, and I really liked the way that it was on there. It only lasted about a week. It was like, okay, it was good for the time that it was on, but I want to see how long this Atoms one can hold up as well. So I guess we'll let both of these cure for a few hours. I'll come back and spray some water on them, see how well they're actually holding up, And then I guess a few weeks later down the road, I got a bunch more videos planned. So I'm gonna be doing a big project on this here soon. It should come in the mail within the next few days, probably next week, but big project. Something I'm gonna make this thing a lot faster, make some cool jet noises, all that. That's gonna be a whole series. That's gonna take a while because I'm no master mechanic, but mainly I think the atoms should hold up pretty well. So let's let these cure and then I'll come back and do a test. Okay, so it's been about a day, almost 24 hours, probably around that. It's been since last night since we did this. I let it cure for a while. It looks really good. On this side was the Meguiar side, and you can see there's, I don't know if it'll pick it up, but there's a few streaks. I tried my hardest to get them all off, but it doesn't come off as easy as this other side did. You can even see where the Meguiars leaves like some residue if you don't get it 100% off. But this side looks really clean. This is probably the deepest like gloss and color that my car's ever been. It looks really good. Like all of this looks like super glossy, and you can really tell back here. This is like the most glossy part. Usually my car does not look this clean, but right now it's looking super clean. What I think I'm gonna do is spray some water on it, see which side actually has the water run off better. They might be really similar because they're both hydrophobic and it's one day after. So I guess the real test would be how they hold up after time. But as of now, the atoms came off a little bit better just in terms of like applying and then wiping it off. Whereas the Meguiars didn't come off as easy, a little bit more of a pain, even though the atoms took longer to apply because you have to apply it and then wipe it off, and the Meguiars you just kind of wipe on. But I'm gonna turn on this hose and put some water on the car. We have well water at my house, so I have this RV filter on just for washing the car, but it all comes out the same. It's just filtered, so it filters out a lot of the minerals and stuff. I'm gonna spray it on each fender, see how hydrophobic each side is. You can probably get close. This side's not too bad. I mean, a lot of it's stuck on, but that's to be expected. It's not super hydrophobic, I'd say. Let's do this side as well. Oh, there you go. As you guys can see on this side, it all beaded up and came right off. It's all in beads, so that makes it super easy to wipe off. Whereas if we go back to this side, it's all clumped together. You can see where it's not all the way beaded. I'm gonna have to say, for the price difference, the Meguiars is actually more expensive, so that's crazy to see. Also, something else that I know won't get picked up on camera, but you guys might be able to see, might not, because I don't think it'll pick it up, but this side looks a tad bit more glossy, whereas this side isn't as glossy. I did the whole entire back in the Atoms one, just because this is my dirtiest area, and this looks like really good. But on this side, it's not as glossy, and I don't think it's picking it up. It may be the lighting too that's messing with me, but it just looks like shinier and sleeker all the way across, where that other side, it didn't hide as many imperfections. Like, it looks not as deep. I just pulled out a razor right here. I'm gonna scrape my bumper to see how well it'll protect against the paint chipping off, see which one does better. This is done directly in half, so I'll go all the way across. If we get real close up, set this on here. They're both about the same, honestly. Put pretty good mark. I'm just kidding, guys. This is my other bumper in the shed. I was just kidding. Just messing with you guys. This is an old bumper. I know the ceramics do not protect paint whatsoever. I did this as a joke, just part of the video. Do not take a knife to your paint. But with that, I think that's gonna wrap up the video. My honest opinion, final conclusion, is that the Atoms is gonna take it. Atoms just was all around better. In terms of applying, takes a little bit more time, but you really can see the results, especially side by side. You can see how much better the Atoms actually is, and it's even a few dollars cheaper. The Meguiars was $16.99, while I think the Atoms was $11.99. So you can get the Meguiars one in store, but the Atoms one you have to order online. I don't think any stores sell Atoms from like their actual store. But yeah, here's one more overview of the car. This side was the Atoms side, this side was the Meguiars. Side by side, can't really tell a big difference on camera, but when you go from side to side, you can kind of tell the glossiness. But throughout time, I'll update you guys in later videos, tell you how good each one's holding up. I know the Meguiars one's gonna last maybe a week. I've had it on my car before. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and go back and watch my other videos too. See you guys later.